Hello everyone and welcome back to another Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown weekly live event review. This time we have American Muscles, and I'm very excited for this event, especially for this as I love muscle cars in real life. So let's see what this is about. Let's get ready to rumble. Push muscle cars to their limits in epic races on asphalt. Prepare to be blown away. You could win an amazing bomber jacket and an epic emote. And honestly, this is not bad. I actually really like this. Finally, a good reward after a couple of weeks with stickers only. I guess the emote is also part of the lifestyle of this game, but obviously most of you guys will look at the bomber jacket because that's the more interesting reward, and that's the one I'm gonna grind this event honestly for. So yeah, so far good news. And looking at the Hong Kong Island map, we have once again, like last week, 4 races on Hong Kong. Starting off with the southernmost race, it's called Wild Road, and it's for the Ford Mustang with max 600 PR as a limit. And it's 20% gravel, and I'm pretty sure this is the only race which is also gravel. So this is gonna be really interesting. This might be one of the races I'll try out. It's definitely interesting to see how an old car behaves on gravel. And the other 3 races on Hong Kong are pretty close to the Solar Hotel. This is the Solar Hotel, obviously, and we have Monsters of the Road, which is a domination race, max 720 PR, and it's either for the GT500 or the GT350R, both obviously the Ford Mustangs, the Shelbys. Again, interesting race. Nice that there's actually 2 choices of cars, and I think it's gonna be pretty competitive between the both of those cars because I'm pretty sure the 350 is similar to an older GT500, and obviously the GT500 is an older car. It's like a 2008 model, if I'm not mistaken. So, might be competitive between those 2 cars, I'm not sure. We also have V8 Rumbling, which is a 2-lap race for the Mustang GT, and it's a PR restriction of 400 to 800, between 400 and 800. Again, really interesting. And finally, we have Roar of the Titans, which is either for the Mustang or the Mustang GT, if I'm not mistaken. And it's, again, a PR restriction, max 600. I like these PR restrictions. I think they're really nice, and I'm glad they're introducing them over and over again every live event. It's really nice. Okay, so I've decided on a pretty smart structure. I'm gonna do this live event gradually. What I mean by gradually, I'm gonna do every live event, the 3 ones which I'm doing because you know my model already. I do three races each live event. I'm gonna do all of these by power. And so the least powerful car I'm gonna do now, which is the original Mustang. Actually, not the original Mustang, but the old, oh no, the old 1969, I think, Mustang, right? The original one is the 1965, obviously. And then we're gonna go to a more powerful car. I'm not gonna spoil it, you're gonna have to wait and see. And then to the most powerful car, or obviously muscle car I own. So that's gonna be really interesting, and I'm gonna screw myself up because why not? I'm not gonna replay it because I want to see, even if you screw up, can you beat these guys? And you definitely can. Now I must say about replaying, I actually am replaying this race once because initially I started this race on expert level because I thought this would be a really hard race. I did about 30 seconds, I got to about this point, and I realized I'm kicking the AI's ass. It's max 600 PR, and I have a stock Mustang. So I honestly thought the AI would absolutely smash me on expert, and so I put them on experienced. However, it looks like I'm smashing them on expert as well. And I don't even need to talk about the off-road part, which is gonna come soon enough, because this is a 30% off-road race, if I'm not mistaken, or about 28-29%, I'm not sure, but around that, and that percentage. And yeah, this looks to be a really exciting live event. The most disappointing part, looking at it right now, before I completed it, or I did most of it to get an honest opinion about it, a complete opinion actually, because now it's still honest, but it's incomplete, right? And the most disappointing part is that there's not 2 races on Ibiza. I would have honestly liked to have 2 races on Ibiza. But I can understand why they did 4. I think Hong Kong is generally more for muscle cars. It definitely looks like the more appropriate city, or island I should say, for muscle cars. So I understand why they did that. Ibiza is not really the place for muscle cars. If you have played TDU 2, you know that, you like to cruise in your actual cruisers, and just enjoy the beauty of the map. And especially now with the graphics. Obviously not the best graphics for modern standards, but definitely improved upon from 2011. Hugely improved upon, right? Doesn't even compare this game, the looks of this game, you cannot compare them to the looks of, you cannot compare it to the looks of TDU 2, yeah. And so, about this race, well, no competition at all. That's one of the things I definitely don't like. I don't like having no competition. Generally, AI are more competitive. This is definitely one of the races in which they are not competitive. And it's not like I've driven absolutely immaculate. And again, they have twice my PR. Or should have. Maybe they don't. So maybe it's just me thinking they have a ton of PR. Okay, they had more than me, all of them, obviously, but they didn't have like close to 600. I thought they would have close to 600, all of them, or at least 500 plus, but there were only like 2 of them which had the 500 plus, from what I saw in that short time. Also, as you can see, 100 points needed for this live event, as it's a jacket, a reward, and not a sticker. Honestly, I don't know exactly why it's not 70. Honestly, can't really say. I think the goggles in a previous live event were only 70 points. Or were they 100? I honestly don't remember exactly. I may be wrong, but I think they were 70 points. Or maybe the emotes are 70 points. And then that's my bad. Oh, and I guess it's 100 points because there's an emote plus a jacket. So I guess there's 2 rewards, and both of them are pretty good. It's not like 2 stickers or a sticker and an emote. So actually I understand. It takes some time, so that might not be very, very nice for you. Some of you may not like this, but I don't know. I think this is pretty okay. I mean, it still doesn't take that much time. You only have to complete 10 races. 10 races each. Let's see how much time it is. And also the 6000 XP. Actually, we might not see the time anymore. I think the time is gone because the time was before the points. Well, anyway. Doesn't matter. It probably takes you like 40 minutes max to complete this live event. And even if you drive poorly, as you can see, you can easily win a race, especially on off-road. The AI is absolutely horrible on off-road. So, with normal cars, obviously. When it's an off-road only race with off-road cars and SUVs, then yeah, sure, they're better. But with normal cars like the Mustang, I smashed them. So yeah, we get 6000 XP and we get the usual 22,000. Very nice. And now we're moving on to a more powerful car, this time the Mustang GT. And immediately I think this race, actually never mind, this might be a very competitive race. I was gonna say this is probably not gonna be a competitive race because my Mustang is this time pretty upgraded, so okay, looks like a really nice drift. So my Mustang GT is upgraded, unlike the old car. This Mustang is upgraded. I have around 640 PR. It's obviously max 800 PR. It's between 400 and 800, so I'm pretty sure if you're a beginner, you can't really do this race. Although upgrades to get it to 400 PR, it's not that much. I don't think so. But anyway, so we passed the AI pretty easily there, and already 4 seconds ahead. I probably shouldn't have gone through that foliage. Well, anyway, I'm still like 2 seconds ahead. So it's pretty close, actually. Actually, never mind, I can't see them. Anyway, so yeah, as I said, I'm moving to a more powerful car, and at the end, the last race will be with the most powerful car. And only a 2-lap race, that's pretty interesting. Generally, they have in a live event a more powerful car. And what can I say? Pretty nice corner variety. I like the straight here, that's a nice straight. And it's not like it's full of straights. You have some nice corners, you have a very high speed corner right here, this one. Then you get into a pretty low speed corner, and you might miss it if you're not that great and you lack skill, like I am currently, as it looks like. But and then a medium speed corner here. So again, really nice. I like the corner variety. I honestly think these city races, the Hong Kong city, the main part of the city, are very nice. I think they combine corners very well around here. So I really like that. And a bit of elevation change. This is honestly a nice track. Honestly, a very, very nice track. Again, I absolutely dominated the race, like the last one. 11 seconds is honestly not that much, but I could have gotten more. And consider this is only a 640 PR car, or whatever, a bit over 600. So I could have like 150 more. And yeah, 2.5 minutes. So this is just to show you it wasn't a perfect drive. It's not a completely overpowered car. And so yeah, you can get yourself a pretty good idea about how long this live event is gonna take. And yeah, we get the same amount of XP, 6000 XP. We get another 6000 XP for the solar pass, and the usual 22,000. Another pretty nice race. And finally, on to the last race in this video. And this is my most powerful muscle car right now. And I'm not sure, but I think this might be actually less powerful than the Mustang GT, because I have 630 PR on that car, and I only have like 570 on this car. This race, by the way, it's like, how much? Max 820 PR or something like that. Quite a lot, honestly. But I'm not disappointed, because I think muscle cars are one type of car in this game that can be, and probably should be, tuned, honestly. I think, yeah, muscle cars in general, in real life, are tuned like crazy. So, I mean, you see Dodge Challengers, over 1,000 horsepower and stuff like that, so pretty insane stuff. Also a domination race, which I will totally lose, because these guys have way more PR than me. Way more. They are way more powerful. Absolutely insane. Also, I like the sound on this guy in front of me, but not enough for him to stop me. I don't know what place I'm actually gonna get. I'm in 4th now currently. Um, maybe I'll get 2nd. Definitely not gonna get 1st. I mean, he's gonna get a double points again. Maybe if I got a double points, maybe I had a chance. I might not even get 2nd, honestly. There's still a couple of races left, and this guy behind me is hungry. He really wants me bad. But I got pretty close to this guy, so that's not gonna be a problem. This race, again, I think it's a nice race. This time the AI way more competitive, and gonna lie. I like these races where I actually don't win, because it's nice to have competition, you know? And the CDA actually being good, right? This game is not only about the online part, and a lot of people have been complaining that there's no offline mode. Well, these live events are perfect for the offline mode, but unfortunately the AI is most of the time not competitive enough, forgive me. And yeah, that's pretty much the race. Honestly, not a lot I could have done. 700 PR, both of those guys in front of me absolutely smashed me. Although I crossed the finish line in 2nd place, so I'm happy about that. And I was close to this first guy. And maybe had I cut off a corner or something, maybe I wouldn't have gotten even a better place. But honestly, I'm not that type of guy that many times, especially if the guy in front of me has a way better car. If we're similarly competitive, I might cut a corner. Anyway, we got those 8 points because of the 3rd place, obviously. And we get still a pretty solid reputation, some nice XP there. Still, like, what, 4,500? That's still good, honestly. 4,600 even. So, still, a pretty good amount. So these live events will get you quite a lot of XP, and it's only like, what, a 2.5 minute race? And that's if you have a stock car, right? And GT350R is not a very expensive car. So tune it a bit, and you're suddenly in 1st place, and you absolutely smash everyone. So yeah, pretty nice. And also, I like the route. The track was very nice. I I enjoy this race, even though I didn't win it. I really enjoy when there's competition like this, and when the AI beats me because they're just better, you know. I'm fine with that. You know, I tried my best. I did what I could. Didn't work out. So we also get 17,000, excuse me. So we also get 17,400 money, or credits, I should say. Again, it's pretty good considering I only finished 3rd. So yeah, pretty nice. And for anyone who watches my videos to the end, you might have noticed that I did not do any beta races today. And this is actually the first live event in which I haven't done any beta race ever since I started this channel in what, March, April, the end of March. And I have a good reason for that. And here I come to the conclusion of this live event. It's a good live event. It's a really nice live event. The races are solid. The AI is not as competitive as I would have liked. I would have liked it to be more competitive. I don't know, I really like racing the AI. I think it's part of the game, and as I said in previous videos, I think it's just very good for AI to be competitive. And so, not as competitive, except in the last race. Except for the last race, in which, yeah, they were competitive, and I didn't win, obviously. But yeah, that's not such a big issue. I mean, for most people, might not be an issue at all. But the races, solid. I really liked them, all 3 of them. I think they were nice. And the reward, again, really nice. There's one problem, however, and that problem is Ibiza. And in this live event, they have completely neglected Ibiza. I don't know why. I think Ibiza is by far the better island for racing. I liked more. I think it looks way better, and Obviously, might be tied to nostalgia. This opinion I have of Ibiza might be tied to nostalgia. I know, but I don't know. I honestly think Ibiza is just the better island for racing, and it's forever gonna stay this way. Whether it's nostalgia we're talking about, it's just a better looking island. I'm not saying Hong Kong is bad, and obviously Hong Kong is way bigger than what we have. Obviously, the entire Ibiza would be way bigger than Hong Kong, but this part of Ibiza is very small, what we have. So I understand it's not a lot of space for a lot of races in Ibiza, but I mean, let's take a look at this race. It's over 900, the only race on Ibiza. It's a normal race. It's either for the Camaro, the Challenger, or the 350R, the GT 350R, which I just raced. It's between 900 and 950 PR. Now, I'm fine with the cars. Obviously, the car choices is great. But between 900 and 950 PR, if you want to race on Ibiza in this live event, you're gonna have to spend quite a lot of money on tuning any of those cars because none of those cars come even close to 900 PR stock. You know, it's about what is the most powerful. I don't know, maybe the Challenger is, but all of them are around 500 to 600 maybe max. I wouldn't say any of them is over 600. Definitely the GT350R is not because that's 570. I'm pretty sure the Camaro is not close to that either. The Challenger might be around 600, but I wouldn't say it's more than 650 max. So you'll still have to tune it to about, I don't know, 250 more or maybe even 300 more PR. And I don't like having to tune cars like crazy just to do a live event race. And the problem is, it's the only race on Ibiza, you know? I haven't done, I haven't completed every race on Ibiza before. There have been races, live events, where one race on Ibiza had insane restrictions or had a car which I didn't have and it was too expensive to buy. So I don't have a problem with that. But the fact that it's the only race that we have on Ibiza in this live event, I have no idea why. I mean, again, I understand why they have four on Hong Kong, as I said earlier in the video. Hong Kong fits the vibe of muscle cars more, so I understand that. I understand why it's one race. But at least if it's only one race, on Ibiza, obviously, why not make it accessible to players? And I'm talking about specifically beginners and newer players, because if you're level 15, you can't even get a car for this. And even if you're like level 30 and you already unlocked these cars, or maybe you bought the silver edition, you know, the streets or the sharps editions, and you have the Camaro because one of those editions gets you the Camaro, if I'm not mistaken. So you have that car at least. Why make it 900 to 950 PR? I mean, why so high? And again, this is a live event where I don't have a problem of tuning cars because muscle cars, as I said, are a type of car, a class of cars, which should be tuned a lot. And it happens in real life. So I have no problem with that. I really have no problem with tuning it. But to 900 PR, that's hypercar territory already. And I don't know, it doesn't even look that interesting. I mean, look at the race. It's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straights, and then a few smaller ones in between. No corner variety, nothing really interesting. I don't know. I don't think this is nice. Um, might upset some of you, maybe not. I personally don't really like this. They kinda screwed Ibiza, this live event, and I don't know, I really don't like it. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And of course, I'll see you in another one. Bye bye.